All right, a quick hip mobility practice that is my go-to. I do it every single day. I'd recommend to you, do it as many times a week as possible, at least 3 or 4, okay? It's gonna be helpful if you have a block, but thing to remember with the hips, they can't just be flexible. They need to be strong and flexible, so I treat them as one and we create mobility. We're gonna work on creating mobility using the muscles in the hip to create more range of motion. So the first bit, we're gonna lie on our left side. Using a block, it's gonna be helpful to have a block. Using a block underneath your head as a pillow. So you're gonna come kind of into a fetal position, head on the pillow, left arm out to the left, interlace the fingers, okay? And then knees together, inside edges of the feet together. And I want you to imagine you have a resistance band around your thighs. And with keeping the feet together, what I want you to do is just lift your right knee up and stretch the imaginary resistance band. What I don't want you to see is, if you can look here, right? I can roll my pelvis back to get my knee higher toward the ceiling. I want to stay in the ball, in the socket. So I want to just lift the knee up until it stops. And then keeping this 90-degree bend in the knee, I'm going to lift my knee and my foot. So my foot's facing away from me. My knee is relatively straight up toward the ceiling. Now this is where it gets difficult. My body really wants to overcompensate now. So I'm going to grip with my fingers. I'm going to hold my belly in as much as possible. And I'm going to think, this is a screw. And I'm going to turn the screw so that the sole of my right foot is facing behind me. And then I'm gonna tap the back of my head, like I'm coming into a dancer's pose, belly in so I'm staying in the hip. I'm in extension here, and I'll draw the knee into the chest. And then I'm gonna reverse it. Foot goes back like I'm touching the back of my head. Like a dog go in the bathroom, shin bone lifts. And then trying to hold the knee in place so it's just the ball rotating, sole of the foot facing forward. Set the inside edges of the feet together, close the clamshell off. Let's do that 2 more times. Open the clamshell. Lift the knee and the foot. Hold the knee in place, because if the knee moves, it starts to move the hip without having to rotate. So rotate the foot behind you. Tap the back of your head. Draw your knee into your chest. Reverse it. Foot goes back. Like a dog go in the bathroom, lift the shin. Rotate the sole of your foot facing forward. Set the inside edges of your feet together. Close it off. Again, open. Lift. Hold the knee in place. Try not to move anything, just the thigh. Rotate the sole of your foot facing behind you. Tap the back of your head, draw your knee into your chest, reverse it, foot goes back, shin bone lifts, rotate the sole of your foot forward, set the inside edges of your feet together, close it off, and then come all the way onto your other side. And I'm gonna face backwards this time to hopefully give you a second shot, a different shot there. So, interlace the fingers. Arms are reaching out to the side. Knees are stacked, inside edges of the feet are stacked. And then keeping the inside edge of the feet together, stretch the imaginary resistance band. Again, don't let the pelvis roll back. I don't care how high the knee gets. I just want the knee to stop. And then lift the knee and the foot. Trying to hold the knee in place as much as possible. Turn the screw, sole of your foot facing behind you. Imagine you're going to tap the back of your head, but keep the belly in. Draw your knee into your chest. Reverse it, foot goes back. Shin bone lifts. Rotate the sole of your foot forward. Set the inside edges of your feet together, close it off, and then open, lift, turn the screw, tap the back of your head, knee comes into chest, reverse foot goes back, shin bone lifts, sole of the foot forward, inside edges of the feet together, close it off. And I can't remember where we're at, so we'll just go with one more time. Open, lift, turn the screw, tap the back of your head, draw the knee into your chest, reverse it, shin bone lifts, sole of the foot facing forward, set the inside edges of the feet together, close it off. Good. Come onto your back. Take your block between your knees. So when you take your block, if you need a book or you need something else, do that. But take it between your knees at any kind of size that will align your thighs parallel to each other, so straight out from the hip. And then head and shoulders relax. Lift your knees straight up toward the ceiling, keep a 90-degree bend in your knees. So you're kind of in this kind of 90-90 position. And then squeeze the block with your inner thighs. Keeping the block squeezed, start to rotate your left inner thigh so that now the left shin and foot point out to the side. And if you need to look at me, please look at me. And then come back to center. And then right side, squeeze the block, rotate the right inner thigh like you're trying to rotate the block away from you. Sole of the foot out to the right, bring it back. Left foot, back, right foot, back. Now, what happens a lot is people just do this. They turn just the shin bone. This does nothing. I want the thigh bone to rotate the foot out to the side. So left, and we'll go right, left, right. One more time, left. One more time, right. Come back to center, both. Back to center, both. Back to center, both. Back to center, both. One more time, back to center, both. Hold here. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the feet down. We'll do that one more time. Lift the knees. And we'll go this time, right side rotates. Back to center, left side. Back to center, right side. Back to center, left side. Back to center, right side, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, left side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, both sides, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, both sides, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the feet down, remove the block. Grab onto the backs of your thighs, rock and roll a few times, and then come up to a seat. Find a 90-90 position. So as you come into your 90-90 position, you want your right knee straight out from your hip, right shin parallel to the top. Left knee straight out from the hip, left shin parallel to the left side. And what I want you to do is walk this right hand in as tight as possible so you're as vertical as possible. You can always take your right hand to your block, okay? Now look at your left leg. Without changing the shape and without leaning to the right, what I want you to do is, can you just pick that left leg off the floor and set it down? Now, if it didn't go anywhere, that's totally normal, okay? What you want to do now is lean a little bit to the right. Cheat a little bit so that way the leg can get up. But when the leg gets up, what I want it to feel like is you want to run out the door the second that leg lifts, okay? So lift that leg up, set it down, lift it up, set it down, up, down. This time, pick it up, step your left foot by your right. Okay, we're gonna take it back into the 90-90 position. Here's what's gonna wanna happen. Your torso is gonna wanna lean forward. Try not to let that happen. Your torso is gonna wanna lean to the right. Try not to let that happen. Just pick up your left foot and put it back into that 90-90 position. And then pick the leg up, step it forward. Pick the leg up and back. Pick up, forward, pick up, back. Again, we're trying to stay as vertical as possible. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. One more time, forward, back. This time, take it forward, hold it. We're gonna take 10 count back. So keep the chest up, take a breath in, and then on your exhale, lift 10. Start to rotate back, 9, 8, chest up, 7, 6, lift the shin, 5, press through the right hand, 4, 3, 2, 1, set it down. One more time, step forward. And here we go. Lift, 10, 9, 8, chest up, press through the right hand, 6, 5, lift the shin, 4, lift the foot, 3, chest up, 2, 1, set it down. Get that knee back in line with the hip, shin parallel to the left side. Take your hands behind you. Lift your chest up and then turn your chest towards your left ankle until it stops. Now look, you can see my knee started to shift this way, started to cheat. What I want to do is actually walk that leg back. I want it straight out from the hip. Where you're looking to feel this is about where your coin pocket of your jeans would be. Good, hold here. Again, chest is turning towards the left ankle. If you want a little bit more, you can roll the right knee up toward the ceiling. Be here and breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Chest rotating towards the left ankle. Take a breath in. And then your left knee, left shin, left ankle, 20% of your strength, press it into the floor. 40% of your strength, press down. 60% of your strength, press down. Take a breath in. And then as hard as you can, press your left leg into the floor as if you're trying to put your leg through your mat. For another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, don't move anything. 1, try to pick your left foot off the floor now. So your left knee, you want to stay on the floor, but now you're trying to rotate the left foot, left ankle off the floor as hard as you can for 10 seconds. So we got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your body, relax the leg, turn your chest a little bit more. Again, if you want to come up onto that right foot, right knee up toward the ceiling, take it. Just breathe for a moment. Breathe for about 3 rounds of breath. And then we'll do that one more time. %20 of your strength, press down. 40% of your strength, press your left knee, ankle, shin, foot into the floor. 60% breath in. And then as hard as you can, knowing it's just 10 seconds, press your leg through the floor. For 3, for 2. Hold your body. 1, try to pick your left foot off the floor. Nothing else is lifting, just your left ankle, left foot. As hard as you can. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that. Turn a little bit forward, and if you need to kind of waft that left leg out, waft that left leg out. We're working on internal rotation, which is the most important rotation for that hip. So now rotate to the side, rotate to the back, and we'll come into our 90-90 positions, okay? From here, we'll first get, because we just worked this left leg like crazy, what I want you to do is left knee straight out from the hip, left shin parallel. Fold your chest right down the center of your left leg. Right forearm splits the left shin. Before you go deeper, think your left sit bone, your left cheek. Draw backwards, chest up. So think cow pose in your spine. Press your left leg just about 20-30% of your strength into the floor. Where you're looking to feel this is right here, right? Right here, right? On the external rotators. Be here. If you need a little bit more, fold a little bit more, but keep your left sit bone drawing backwards. Keep your chest forward and up. Left leg pressing down. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. And then come back up. Look at your right leg. Walk your left hand in as tight as possible. Right knee straight out from the hip, right shin parallel. Again, first we're going to start hard. Don't lean to the left. Just see, can I get that right leg to lift up? And then set it down. If you need to cheat a little bit, again, it's okay to cheat. Just still make it extremely difficult, like you hate life the second this leg gets off the floor. So pick it up, set it down, pick it up, set it down, pick it up, set it down. This time, pick it up, step it forward. Again, try not to let the torso fall forward. Try not to lean out to the side. Just pick up your right foot, put it back into position. Pick up the right leg, bring it forward, and back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back. One more time, forward. One more time, back. Forward, or 10 count, okay? Again, we're trying to stay as vertical as possible. Pick up the foot, 10. Rotate it back, 9. Chest up, 8. Left hand presses down, 6. Lift the shin, 5. Rotate the foot up, 4. Lift the knee, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, pause, breath in. Pick up the leg, shift it forward. Breath in. Pick up 10, 9, 8, 7. Press through the left hand, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Make sure your right knee is straight out from the hip, right shin parallel to the right side. Hands behind you. Lift the chest so you feel this length in the spine. And then turn the chest towards the right ankle until it stops. Once it stops, just hold it here and breathe. Hold it here and breathe for a moment. Again, you're looking to feel coin pocket of the jeans. If you need a little bit more, you can rotate the sole of your left foot to the floor. Breathe here. If you notice this right knee coming forward, readjust it. Breathe in, breathe out again, right about here. We'll add the strength in a moment, but right now I just want you to feel that length. Chest up, turn towards the ankle. %20 of your strength press through your mat. 40% ankle, knee, shin pushing down. 60% breath in. And then as hard as you can, press your right leg, right shin, right ankle into the mat as hard as you can for 10 seconds. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your right knee, lift your right ankle off the floor. Try to get your foot off the floor, but don't move anything else. So you're probably most likely not gonna move at all unless you're cheating. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the leg, lift the chest, turn towards the foot. Pause and breathe. 3 rounds of breath before we do that one more time. %, press down. 40% press down. 60% breath in. And then as hard as you can, press your right leg through the floor. Again, 10 seconds, then we're done. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to pick the foot off. Don't move, because if I move, look, I can get my foot up if I move. But I want to be in this end range, so it's not actually moving. I'm just working the strength at the different angles of the joint. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Maybe you turn towards your left shin, waft it out just a little bit. And then rotate to the side, to the front. Find your 90-90s. Right knee straight out from the hip, right shin parallel to the top. Fold straight over the right thigh. Left forearm splits the shin. If you can't get it to the floor, put a block underneath it. But right sit bone, send it backwards and up. Chest forward and up. Again, think cow pose in the spine. 20-30% of your strength, press your right leg into the floor. And then if you need more, fold a little bit deeper. But don't lose that tailbone reaching backwards and up. Don't lose that chest reaching forward and up and pressing the right shin into the floor, right leg, the whole right leg into the floor. So right outer hip, right outer thigh, right outer shin, right outer foot. Press down equally, 20-30% of your strength. For another 3 rounds of breath. And then come out of it. One more thing. We've worked outer, inner, a little bit of back. We're now going to get into the hip flex or the hip adductors, the inner hip muscles. So you'll come into a 90-90 position, straight up. So I got left knee facing forward, right heel in line with the left knee, right toe straight out to the side. And I'm trying to get 90 degrees in my hip or in my knee. So hands underneath the hips or to the hips. I'm going to stay as vertical in the torso as possible. And all I'm trying to do is lean my right knee as far away from me as possible as I bring my body with me, but I'm not coming here. I'm staying vertical. And then I'm going to come up. And then I'm going to go here and back. And I'm just going to do these little glides, about 6 or 8 of them. Seven, 8, and then I'm going to switch. Bring my right knee down. Left foot out at a 90 degrees. And where you're trying to feel it is deep in the inner groin, right? From here, just lean out and back. And just do that again 6 to 8 times. Seven, 8. Good. Have a seat. Close your eyes. Have a check-in. How do your hips feel now? We worked strength. We worked length. We combined them to create mobility. We can't treat our muscles, our bodies as flexibility on one side, strength on the other. They need to be both, okay? Especially the hips. So this is a routine I do every single day. I would recommend 3 or 4 times a week. After a few weeks, you're gonna feel so good in your hips, right? It's gonna be a game changer for you. So if you like this, I have a lot of different classes on my online library through my website, which you'll find through the video notes down below. Click on that, subscribe to my newsletter. I throw these out there all the time there too. There's a link down in the bottom. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hopefully your hips feel good, right? I'm on a mission, one hip at a time.